Hello, brother.
Again, probieren.
Test.
Yes.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Salam alaikum. My name is Pröbsting. I'm the International Secretary of the RCIT. We are here today in front of the Estonian embassy. Estonia plans to deport two Chechen brothers, Adam and Alikhan, to deport them to Russia. These two brothers were already in prison in Russia for 7 years. And if they are now deported again back to Putin's empire, it is clear that they will face the worst possible repression, torture, and maybe Putin will kill them. We demand that Adam and Alikhan can stay within Estonia, that they can stay within the European Union. We oppose their deportation. How is it possible that Estonia, whose government always presents itself as such a strong, strict opponent, enemy of Russia, how is it possible that this state, this government, deport Chechen brothers to Putin, to Russia? The reason is very clear. In words, the European Union always presents itself as an admirer of democracy and human rights. And they justify their opposition against Russia by reference to such human rights values. In reality, they do not care about human rights. Just remember how they supported Israel, sent weapons to make the terrible genocide of the Palestinian people possible. They do not care about human rights. They are opposed to Russia only because of great power interests. But the great powers, despite all their tensions and their animosities between each other, the conflict, they always are united against the small people, against the oppressed people. The Chechen people are an example, a model of a small people which has resisted against Russian imperialism throughout its whole existence. Already in the 19th century, they resisted, they fought against the occupation by Tsarist Russia. For many, many years, they were able to push back the Tsarist, the Russian army. Later, they were horribly oppressed by Stalin and deported. And then again, when they strove for freedom, for independence, for an independent Ichkeria in the 1990s and in the 2000s, again, they resisted so heroically against the repression. It is true, Putin succeeded with a much, much larger army. He succeeded to defeat, to smash the Chechen resistance. But in their hearts, the Chechens remain dedicated to the cause of freedom, to the cause of justice. As I said before, the great powers always unite against the interests of smaller nations. And Chechnya is not the only example. Think about the Ukraine. In words, for years they all have admired the independence struggle of Ukraine. But now Trump and Putin have become friends. And they are prepared to sell out Ukraine and to hand it over to Putin, to sell out the country, to steal its natural resources. The oppressed people, the small people, have no friend among the great powers. Their only friends are other oppressed people, other people fighting for freedom. And it is the oppressed people which must unite around the globe to strive for freedom, to strive for independence. Long live an independent Ichkeria. No to the deportation of Adam and Alina. Long live the struggle for a free and independent Chechnya. Down with Russia, down with Russian imperialism.